Boost! Welcome back to the FOFB, guys. As always, thanks for clicking on. Today I am moving an LH40 here from Liebherr in Biggleswade up to Liebherr in Bathgate. I parked here last night, and just to security for my ramps, I had to put my ramps under my back legs and dump all the air out of my suspension to keep them secure so nobody nicks them, because people steal these and they scrap them. And the front ramps as well. We've been through this before. It's quite depressing we have to do this to protect our stuff, but it did happen to Sean Thompson. Somebody nicked his neck ramps and they're £1,800 to replace. And these are about £3,000 odd to replace. In fact, these are more because these are heavy duty ones, so we can move the bigger stuff like the LH40. There it is. Air suspension up. Tag up. Put some air suspension in the back axle, raise it up. Oh. Don't worry, they're not heavy. There we go. Front ones are nice and light. Look at that. Obviously moved something last week. Mud's got in there and some seeds. I've got grass growing. I better clean that out. Look at that. Bit of gardening. That'll offset my carbon footprint. Whoa. Right. Always remember, boots off in the cab. Now, if this is the first time you've came to my channel, welcome. I'm Sandy Flat Broke. This is my own truck, my own rig, my setup. I show you the trials and tribulations of being a truck driver, running your own truck. Now, this is not the first time I've moved a LH40. It's the biggest machine I move. It is, however, the first time I've moved one with my new trailer. And there's some big differences with this trailer compared to my old one. There's some positives and there is a negative, right? And we'll get into the negative and see how we get on. But we've done our walk around checks, checked everything over, we'll fill out our defects, fill out the diary, and let's get in there and see if it's ready. Oh, I love coming to Liebherr in Biggleswade. I love getting loaded up. It's one of my favourite runs to do, and then up the A1. I can actually see the boom of an LH40 in the loading bay, so most likely that is my one. Nice. There's my 18 over there. There's 930 I was meant to pick up last week. So tag axle down, leave ignition on. Otherwise you put all that weight on, the suspension collapses his arse. It's not very good for your running gear. Now, this is the first time I've stuck an LH40 in the back of this trailer, because I have got clip-on ramps, not big flip toes of a long gradient. So it's a wee bit, but we'll be fine. We'll just see how we get on. It's just more the gradient we're worried about to make sure it clears. Fourth axle down, brake on, air suspension drop. That big machine over there, that is the one I'm taking. I need to get all my outriggers out, pull them all out, my boards are under here, and set the trailer up because she is wide. That'll give us a more safer loading platform. You've seen this before on my channel. If you haven't already, subscribe, I do appreciate it. Love an LH40. Now that is a machine successfully loaded. Now, because that was the first time we did it, I more focused on getting it up rather than the filming. I hope you understand that, because the job comes first before the channel. Now, it was a success, but only probably 85% success. It was a successful fail. So we put some boards down. We got up, we took a wee scratch here, I'll take that, right? This ramp's fine, it's got a wee indent there. This one, however, look at that, and look at the bend. Oh, bent my ribs inside. Because these, so basically what I did, I sat these ones there and then blocked them underneath, which was fine. But then obviously one of the wheels ran up the centre, brand new ramp. But doesn't mean you can't use it anymore, it just ruins the aesthetically looking pleasing of it. I'd rather the machine got on safely and securely than my ramp was straight, you know what I mean? So that is a successful fail, let's take it as that. I will get that straight, but the way I look at it, when things like that happen, it gives us a chance to say, right, this is what's going to happen, let's take it away, let's re-engineer it ourselves, let's rethink it, let's restructure it, and then that is the process, right? And so, annoying as that is, I'm kind of happy because now I know it works, but we need to improve. Now, I've chained down the front here, my eyes here, up and through there, same at the other side. These outrigger boards, that one's solid, that one we'll take out, we'll put back in underneath. Same with these ones, let's get it all tied up and chained down. Oh, see these things, they will keep you fit. That's why people are like, you know, how do you stay so fit? Humping these things around. God, this trailer is brilliant. See the amount of extra tie down points I've got compared to trailers I've had. Oh yes, look at that, it's perfect, keeps away from the step, nice angle. Now I'm tying this down 13mm chains. I carry 13mm, I carry 10mm, I carry big ratchets, small ratchets, pull down ratchets, push up ratchets, short chains, long chains, steel chains. I mean steel as in like once we're tying down loads of steel. So, try to be prepared and universal for everything. Look at that, that's solid. Ooh, tidy. 3-axle cash bore extender, that's a Sean Thompson style there. Flip toe ramp extender, nice Scania with the lockers. Oh. Brake off, level of suspension. Still got my marker boards to stick out, back ones, front ones. Someday we leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. Front one in. Proper European spec that, I love the short wind. Right. Got to check the height, so we are at the back, 15, just over 15.5. I'm going to hang a flag up as well. Marker boards are out. Just got to change the suspension height a wee bit, because it's a wee bit high at the back, which is pushing a bit too much weight on this axle here. So we'll raise that up, lower the back a wee bit, and that should, you know, spread the weight through the axles a lot more. See, it's all these things that take time. There we go. Right, we're nearly done. Gotta do the fun bit. Beacons on UTV, thank you for supplying me with these. There's my setting. I can see everything I want just right there. I've got all my settings, I'll need to show you close up with that. Bottom beacons, side lights will turn on, my rotator beacons. Also, because of the gas strut, I'll show you that later, you have to tie down that arm, otherwise it can bounce up, but everything is ready to go. Rotators, bro. Right, suspension levelled, everything all good, let's get going. Catch up, pal! I've just checked my movement order, double check it over because it came in, I wasn't quite... Sorry?
Your mate will be waiting for you.
Ah, yeah. That boy's brand new. So I use Abhol for my movement orders, tell them the weights, dimensions and where I'm going, the route it. If I think maybe we could do a better route, they'll suggest. Yep, we've done everything right. Making sure everything is correct, the width, the height, the length. Recheck a route, so Abhol, like I says, do everything. You can set an account up with them, you phone them up, they're really handy. That's how I do all my movement orders. Really dirty I am, sweating. Look at it, is it stowed up? That is one of the tidiest 730s out on the road. Stodart's my pal from up north, they have all the gear. Tidiest setup and clean. Trust me, look at that. Nice things today.
I know about yourself.
I'm sweating.
Sweating, some heat down here,
Look at this, I'm going to aircon flat out like. Now, one of the other things I do love about the Liebherr, what you come straight out, you're right onto the A1, and you're straight up the road. Now, in movement orders, if I haven't ever explained it before well enough or you missed it, basically, with your abnormal load, oversized, over length or weight, all that kind of thing. You need to put it all in, and it comes back with like a route, because it needs to be cleared by different counties, the police, highways, everything, because there could be road works, there could be restrictions, and you have to be diverted a certain route. You go through it, check it, and you can ask, well, can we not go this way? And then maybe they'll check, oh no, you can go that way, right, okay. But it has been a bit of a pain in the ass the last couple of months, because so much road works have been on the go. There's just, you've had to really work your way around them, but we've got a lot more direct routes now because roadworks have came to a close and a finish, so we can go straight. It's an absolute stunning day today. We're actually 23 degrees, but I am limited to 40 mile an hour because of my weight and my category. And the other reason you all limit yourself to these speeds is because of the temperature of the tyres, but it's this dry. I've said it before and I've had it. The heat, and honestly God, the heat in the tyres will just build up and boom, you have a blowout and then you've got a headache. That's why we carry spare wheels. But we'll take it steady, take our time. It'd be better if it's raining. I like it when it's actually raining because it keeps everything nice and cool. But in the day, we'll just take our time. We've got all day to get up here. That's all we're going to do. Tidy. Right guys, going for the usual stop. Codegarth truck stop. I like it here because there's an abnormal load bay and they actually code it off so nobody can just jump in it. So hopefully I can just go in for a short period. I'm just coming in for my break. See that? Proper abnormal load bay, coned off, reserved for abnormal loads, not fridge drivers being lazy and just parking in them. Fact. And not just fridge drivers, just lazy drivers. Just gonna check the heat of my tyres. They're actually alright. A wee bit warm, but they're not hot. That's a wee bit warm, but like I say, they're not like, ooh. So I've said this before when I've had an LH40, I either put a chain or a strap, probably best getting 2 straps up there, right, for the arm. Because there appears to be 3 hydraulic rams up here, right? There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, but this is actually not a hydraulic ram, this is a gas strut. And you know, like a gas strut like you get like in the bonnet of your car or your boot, and it pushes up. That's what that is, it's to help push up with the weight. So if you don't tie it down and you're going on the road and it bounces and it bounces and it bounces and you're already set over 15 feet, you're nearly 16, that could just rise up, hit a bridge, boom, game over. So tie it down, keep an eye on it. But anyway, I'm gonna get myself some dinner and then crack on. But she is looking fine as along the road. Apart from it needs washed. I've just missed the truck wash, but I don't think I'd fit that in anyway. Bathgate truck wash when I get up the road. Loyalist, Bathgate. Now guys, I love tramping, staying away in my truck, right? And it's not just because I've got a lovely big bed and a nice big cab, I'm not showing off, but a lot of people might jump and go, oh, it's all right for you and your truck. Listen, I've worked hard for my truck and I just had normal trucks before this, but even then I still loved it. I've got my fridge, freezer, my microwave, I've got all my food, my telly, my entertainment. I've got home cooked meals that I've made, food here, taking that away with me. I'm going to have some tacos for my dinner. I'm going to sit and just look at a couple of emails. I've got some merch orders, merch link in bio guys, for the hats, hoodies, stickers, a lot. I've got a lot of that to look into. Do not forget the hot sauce. Now because I'm only stopping for a short break, I'm not sitting back on my couch, but I'm just sitting here watching a wee bit of old Top Gear. Got everything I need. I've got my juice, I've got all the stuff I want, my home comforts. Tramping and staying away in a truck's good if you do it right. Remember that. See people that are always moaning and crying about it, they're just not doing it right. You do it right, it's bloody brilliant. This is quite nice. It's just coming to leaving bars like truck spotting while you have your dinner. Right, that's me fed and watered myself. Got my truck set up, checked everything over. Got my rotator beacons on. Rechecked all my chains. Got all my beacons, let's go. I'd like to return to the comments that Sean Thompson made to me on the 45 podcast. Oh, but Sandy's slightly wide, he's got beacons, he's got marker boards, and oh, like, overkill. Sean, like again, I'm not the one that's carrying tiny little cars or a 3-axle extender flip toe ramp. I mean, you might as well just have a van and a wee car trailer. Not really doing much. I think he's sat at the yard again playing with his monster truck. But anyway, got myself a Obviously we Kit Kat duo, we pudding, healthy, let's get going. Well, this is how you like it. I've got my truck, my load, it's setting into the evening, I've got plenty of hours left, and I'm going to push on up to the site tonight to tip in the morning. So the inside, when I started my business, I did general haulage curtain siders, okay, and it was good. I had a great thing with State Transport, big shout out to them, like family to me, well, our family, and like they gave me work, kept me going, and they guided me the right direction. But the one thing I realised, being an owner operator on curtain sider and general work, I was losing too much time sitting, loading and unloading, right? So then I had to change things up. I ended up moving back up the road and I started doing logs, which were quicker on and off, right? And you weren't restricted to booking times and all this kind of stuff, so it made it a bit quicker. Then I got the Lowloader, and this is when I realised, okay, I needed to move stuff that I could move on and off myself. Then we're not restricted at all, okay? So there's no waiting times, we are always on the go. Boom, 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 like that. Not hanging about losing money because of other people. But anyway, guys, like this time night gives me time to think by myself, because the phones have kind of stopped ringing as much and everything. I just get left to my own devices to think and process everything. A lot's going on. Putting myself down for a lot of things coming up. We've got a new song as well coming out, I've got merchandise, I've got drifter style coming up. I know that's not really SJM business. The SJM business, yep, we're still strong, but it's different times lately. Everyone's saying it, it's not as busy as it was, it's a wee bit up and down. I went from never needing the phone for any work always phones me, to now needing to make the odd phone call here and there to fill in the gaps, which, you know, starts thinking people are harder to get paid from. A couple of companies have gone down. It's not, this is tricky times lately. And in other words, fucking a bit stressful. Russells, they've got a tidy setup. Right, we pulled over, everything's going well, but now it's getting dark. And I've had this before, see, because it's got such a long rear projection, and when I'm coming on the roundabouts, people don't see, I don't know how you can't see that. Even though I've got my beacons here and it's there, so what I'm going to do is, I have these magnetic lamps here, right? I got the, where did I buy these from? HGV Direct, I buy these from. Now I would stick it up under here, but it doesn't take much. They're all right, but it will fall off. It'll just fall off. It's not got the strongest magnet, I feel like. Ooh, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to climb up here and probably fall on my ass. That we're fine. Sandy, you're balanced and gracious. Remember that. Snowboarder, you haven't broken your feet 4 times. Oh, there we go. They'll still not see it. Oh, don't fall. Ooh. If I fall here, I can't afford to fall. I'm now, oh yeah, Jesus Christ. I'm now at that stage of my life when I used to do really stupid things that I don't bounce like I used to, and then I realise I don't repair as quick. You know, broken ribs and broken back and all that. I've broken my ribs, my nose 3 times, ribs twice, back, shoulder, feet 4 times, hands dislocated. What I'm trying to say is, I can't afford to do it these days, it takes longer. Also, I've got these wee hockey pucks. I love these. These are brilliant, because the way they project light. Oh, there you go. I think that's a wee bit better. See, these are all the measurements I take. And these are the measurements that Sean Thompson takes the mick out of me and other people. But tell you what, see when it goes fucking wrong, I'm the one that's got to pay for it. I'm the one that's got to deal with the stress. I'm not playing with a toy set. Ha! So, if it makes me look more professional and it gives me less hassle and it gets me more work, trust me, I'm going to do it. Oh, shoes off. Nah. honest to God, I do. I get people that take the mick sometimes. Oh, all these things you've got and all that. Yeah, I'm trying to do it right, and you know, if I'm trying to do everything I can to go that little bit further, because one, it brings in more work. Two, if you do get a tug, they'll see you are going to big lengths to make it safe and secure and proper. Bottom line is, I think it looks cool sometimes. Look at this, look at all my lights. Oh. Anyway, we're not parking here. I've still got an hour and 50 minutes driving time left, so let's get a wee bit further and park up for the night. Anyway guys, I'm going to bed in Hotel Scania. I am very lucky and fortunate. I know I keep going, but I've got my nice big bed up there. Tramp on the road's quite good. Usually your bed's just behind the seats. Everyone's got different setups. Mine is a custom built cab, so I've got a nice bigger bed up there. So it's the favourite thing I love about this truck. Many things I love about this truck, but that bed makes a world of difference when you're staying away for quite a bit of time. See you in the morning. Whoosh. The black coffee is on, percolating. I'm just checking everything's nice and tight. Taking off my hockey pucks. Oh yeah, bugger, nearly fell there, Sandy. Oh. So you try doing this in the dark, probably going to get health and safety all over me right now. Ain't me on that. Oh. It's a turning round bit I don't like. By the way, whoever's been greasing this machine needs a royal boot up the arse. It's a hoor of a state up here. I think we're going to invest in a nice set of aluminium foldaway ladders. I've got loads of other things as well. I'm running out of loads of horns going off. Well, obviously can't park beside the road. It's Edinburgh. I should actually maybe do like, I'll just stand here and just wave. We'll start our shift a wee bit later. Oh. Right, I'm going to use two hands. Anyway guys, double walk around checks, checked everything, tyres, the lot, pin, chains, markers, lights, we're all good to go. I just need to fill up my defect sheet, my paperwork, and we'll get going to get this tipped, because I've already got stuff to move back down the road already. I've got trucks going down and trucks coming back. Checking the pin's fine. See, before I had all this fancy stuff, I was actually on the phone to Sean Thompson, right? Remember, unsubscribe to Sean, don't subscribe. That is what we're doing now. Unsubscribe to Sean Thompson. I'm only kidding. No, I'm not. He said, I preferred you when you were more redneck and you did this. Well, you grow out of that. I did have no money. I did do everything right to my knowledge sometimes. Looking back, there was definitely loads of occasions I didn't do the right thing. Like I did have rear markers, I did have front markers for wide loads, didn't have proper outrigger boards, now I've got proper outrigger boards. You improve. You know, like you go from working with scrap to better scrap to eventually working with newer kit. And it is, because those days, like, you're fixing stuff all the time, you're screaming at the truck, you're crying about it. And they do build great stories and everything's all great and proper. Everything's all good, you look very professional. I think people think, we prefer the redneck you. I said, no, but you've got to grow and evolve. I'm still redneck at heart. Still live in a caravan. Mind you, I stay in a fancier caravan now. Anyway, let's go. Why are the roads still busy at this time? Honestly, do you think it was still early morning rush hour? And it's far from it. And the roads are just like this all the time, everywhere, nighttime, daytime, weekends, everything. Where is all this traffic coming from? Now, before I started my shift, I was just going on, when you go on social media, have a wee look, and I seen comments of when I bought this trailer. Just reading through them, a lot of nice comments, so I appreciate everyone. And there was, but it's financed, it's financed. Yeah? Shows your car if you even own one. So there's a lot of people's stuff. But I finance assets that I make money with, right? Guys, when it comes to buying and running a business, depending how you do it, each way works ours. I've got things I own outright. I've got things that I finance because it's the way you do it. I have different ways in financing. If you ever want me to share stuff like that, like how to go about setting up, planning, budgeting, I'll try and make a video on it. But comment below if that's stuff you would like to see. But just drop me a comment and I'll try and find the time to dedicate to making a video like that. But it's like, you know, people who go, this jealousy, it's not his, it's finance, aye? And in whatever time it takes, I'll have it all paid off. Some things are like hundreds of thousands of pounds, and here's advice for you. right? Depending on how you run your business, sometimes it's good to buy things outright if you've got it, and it'd be a nice position to be in. But here's also another thing: why spend your own money when you can spend someone else's? Spend the bank's money, spend the finance company's money. If you're taking big risks and all that, and depending on what you're doing, maybe it's just best to spend someone else's money, right? Work out your business plan, pay it, own it, right? All different ways. It's all business, right? And all that, it just makes me laugh at people with jealousy. Arr! Now you sit there, do nothing and still point out, because I'm doing it, and I love it. I bloody love doing this. Whitehill Industrial Estate. Oh, and Bathgate Truck Wash sign is there. We'll be heading there after. Out in their lessons, future drivers. Right, there's a Lochlinnock motor in tipping and reloading. So while I'm out here, I'm going to get my outrigger boards and everything ready to go. So it just saves I go in, I can just drive it basically straight off. Just get all my marker boards away, everything. Oh! So after this, I am away to load up an 8-wheeler for Enviro Clean that they've sold. I've been taking loads of them away. Just a good wee job that one is to get his loads down the road. And then I'm just picking up a nice wee trailer for Gilmore to take back up the road. That'll finish me up Thursday evening, Friday morning. I've been away since Sunday, so that'll do me. Spend some time with my family because I have been away quite a bit lately, but that's what it's about when you're trying to make it. Right, boards are all out both sides. I know that's a bit exciting. Usually I take some out and I just move them forward, so I'd have to lift them all in, but I just thought I'll take them all out because I need to take the back ones out and put them down at the bottom of the neck ramps so we can get it out. Look at that bend, that's terrible, so gutted. But anyway, we'll sort that out and we'll refabricate something so we can more engineer to do this right. Lochlinnock are still tipping. Remember guys, merch link in bio, it's always appreciated. Just go to the description, you'll see my links there, or just go to the Flat Out Flat Broke page and the sticker packs as well. We've got a different website for them, Sid Hill and all that, the next round that are coming out. Lochlinnock are just putting on a dozer. I'm just going to jump in my cab and, I don't know, have a cup of tea. 5 minutes to myself. Right, ready to come off. Well, that is it off, and my rams are absolutely buckled. Look at this. Humped. I'm going to see if I can get them straightened out today at least, but they've taken a pounding. Bugger. Is what it is. They're not fit for that kind of weight. It says that machine's 40 tonne. Those ramps are only 3.6 tonne each. So if you're not dead straight on them, but I'll just drop them off to my mate and get him to straighten them out. Right, that is me all packed away and with a knackered, well not knackered, they still work, but look at them ramps, they are absolutely bent and buckled. They'll still work, obviously, but they don't look good. I am a bit annoyed at myself. I am going to give myself a disciplinary because the first slight bend when we loaded the machine, we could have, by the time I got up here, planned something else, but I thought, oh, we'll be fine, we'll get it off and then we'll find out what we're going to do to modify them. That's what I should have done, but I've obviously not. Now I've really buckled them and I'm a bit annoyed. I am very annoyed about that actually. I'm annoyed at myself, but I'm going to take them somewhere now and drop them off and get them, see what can be repaired and strengthened on underneath. We're just going to do it straight away. I'm like that. See something annoy me that much, I want it fixed straight away. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I beat myself up about shit like this, like mainly because that could have easily been avoided to that point, but. Just see when you've got loads of things going on, your mind's running a million miles an hour, you're thinking about this, you're thinking about that, you've got like other stresses and crap, just things like that. Like, oh, it's fine, we'll just make do the now and then we'll sort it later. And then bang, that's when you end up messing up. And I know it's just nice new ramps, buckled. I'll fix them, they'll get straightened. I know plenty of people, my mates and whatnot, we can sort them out. It's just still annoying. Well guys, it is not the same day anymore. I cut the video there because I was just absolutely done, burnt out. I actually, once I seen my mate, went, parked my lorry up, and Brian gave me the wee van, and I just went home and turned off. And I lay on the couch, drank Coronas, watched old Top Gear, buggered around on my phone and whatnot, and then went out Saturday night, but just wanted to spend time with my girls. I just hit mental lockout. I was just that long term, working for that long, and I don't mean like, obviously I've got to have my proper rest, you obviously know how it works, but still when you run a business, your mind never switches off, you're never done, you're always thinking, and I think it just went poof, it just happens. I'm not bothered about it. We'll get the ramps sorted, things are better again, things are good, we're busy, we've got another LH40 going up the road tomorrow, the truck's going for MOT tomorrow. I've given it a service, done the sump seal, auto plant. Mike and his team are very helpful and happy letting me use his facilities, which I just love. So no, things are good, you just sometimes just need that, just, I've had enough. Because that's what it's about, this channel, it's real. So I do appreciate you all watching, subscribing, commenting a lot. Now, since you've stuck around this long in the video, and I do appreciate it, there is something over there I am looking at that is going to be coming up, and it's been long overdue to get an update on it, right? So just stick around for 2 more minutes. Oh no, maybe 2 more seconds, not 2 more minutes. That's about long for you to wait. But guys, I do appreciate it. I appreciate all your support all the time, and always remember, comment. I love reading your comments, and if you can, always share these videos, comment, and grow this. We can maybe do other things as well. And also remember, merch link in bio, or just go to Flat Out Flat Broke webpage. But that's enough. Let's go over and see what's going to be coming up in a video to come. So here is a V8 engine. More so, this is my V8 engine, not out of that truck, out of my dad's old truck, okay? There's been a lot of progress on it, and I'm going to give you one last glimpse, so you have to remember to subscribe and not miss the next video. But there's the engine, you'll see it in more detail in the next up and coming video of it, and I'll show you something else. There are some panels being painted. I'm sorry guys, I'm going to be like that, but I'm sorry guys, I'm going to be like that. That is all I am showing you at the moment. But remember to subscribe, keep watching for an update on my dad's old truck, because that is the video I'm going to start making right now in the next episode. But thanks for watching this current episode. I really do appreciate it guys. Remember, always flat out, flat broke, oost.